things happening, but the month of March is very important. So if we look here, I'm just going to bring this up from this is from NFL football operations. And so the scouting combine is coming up this week. So that's happening at Lucas Oil Stadiums in Indianapolis. So lots of teams have sent scouts there. Sean McVay and Les Snead are not there, but we do know that that's kind of normal for the Rams to not send them. They send in scouts, and they have just a little bit of different philosophy, even though there's a lot of other teams that kind of have been going that way. But that's obviously the top priority right now is evaluating rookie talent, right? March 7th is before 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so in New York. Deadlines for clubs to designate franchise or transition players. For the Rams, I kind of don't think they franchise tag anyone. The only one I would say is potential is the Rams kicker, Matt Gay. We haven't really heard much talk about that happening, but that would be a little bit of news to watch for sure. College pro days happen throughout the month of March. Different players announcing their draft eligibility before April 19th, so lots to happen there. And then there's different video or telephone interviews with draft eligible players begin March 7th. So this can kind of be a way that teams generate buzz of what they might be interested in, or maybe they're trying to start some smoke screens before the draft. March 8th and 9th, deadline for clubs to conduct physical examinations. And again, I won't go into all of it, but that's and maybe if there's a prospect they have questions about, that they can do a physical on. And then this is the big one here. You get March 13th to 15th is the negotiation period. During the period beginning at noon New York time, Eastern Standard Time, on March 13th and ending at just before 4 p.m. New York time, on March 15th, clubs are permitted to conduct and enter into contract negotiations with the certified agents of players who become unrestricted free agents upon the expiration of their 2022 player contracts at 4 p.m. I'll scroll down here a little bit here. During the above 2-day negotiating period, a prospective free agent who is not represented by the NFLPA certified contract advisor is permitted to communicate directly with the club's front office officials, excluding the head coach and other members of the club's coaching staff regarding contract negotiations. No prospective unrestricted free agent is permitted to execute a contract with a new club until 4 p.m. New York time on March 15th. So we will get lots of news coming out right at that day, no doubt. So, in March 15th, mark it on your calendars, folks, because that is going to be a day where tons of news in the NFL drops, and we'll see if the Rams are in that. I do think if a Ramsey trade is going to happen before the draft, I think it's likely leading up to that, and maybe on March 15th, that's when we would perhaps find out about it. So stay tuned, folks. I won't get into all the other nitty gritties because there are rules that don't really affect us as fans, but it's interesting to know about. So again, as we said, March 15th, trading period for 2023. Trading begins at 4 p.m. New York time, and after the 2022 contracts have expired. And anyway, so again, I won't go into the nitty-gritty of this, but the other big thing that happens in March is March 26th to 29th is the annual league meeting. And this is where they go over rule changes, and I'm sure a bunch of other owner stuff that like profits and all that jazz. But interesting things, notes. Perhaps something can happen. We do know that the Rams have proposed a rule change of making pass interference reviewable, and so that'll be something to watch for there as well. So anyway, it's going to be a busy month in March. So definitely you want to, make sure that you're, subscribe to your favorite content creator to make sure that you are in the know of what's going on. But yeah, just thought we'd start off today's episode of Rams Wednesday of looking ahead what the month of March looks like for the Rams. I think we know we have many free agents that we're likely not going to be able to re-sign. Are we going to have some strategic signings early on? I don't think so, but maybe. Let me know in the comments of what you think is going to happen. And we're going to talk about the Jalen Ramsey trade in just a little bit.